Good morning. It's Monday, December 23rd, so a day before Christmas Eve, 2 days before Christmas. So this morning weren't supposed to work today, but got a service call last night about a vehicle with a check engine light. So we're out here. It's about 9:40, so we're gonna check it out really quick, and I kind of have an idea what's going on. He told me that he had a P0118, I think it was for an engine coolant temperature sensor fault code. So I brought a few things as a just in case. He also told me that the vehicle is not it's not getting warm. It's like he takes forever to get warm, and it heat barely comes out of the vents. So might have a thick sticking thermostat, but we're gonna find out. Let's put the scan tool to it and see what's going on here. All right, let's see where this. There it is. Okay, let's go ahead and read the VIN. Okay. Well, that's definitely an issue there. It's not clicking onto that sensor. Tire sensor fault. Vehicle over speed. ECT circuit high output. Intermittent. Yeah, this makes me think it might be an intermittent high output. Self-test out of range. I think, let's see what it's reading right now. It says it is 24 degrees right now. Let's see if we can manipulate that a little bit. It's supposed to be 37 outside right now. Let's see. $35 outside right now. So it's saying it's about 10 off. I do see a little bit of a something there. See, just connecting it more, it's going up. It just went up 3 degrees, just me messing with that. This is there's a rock or something there. There it goes. Oh, the sensor's broken. So that sensor's gonna have to be replaced. How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
For a second, I thought you were Ish. He's still here?
He's like, he's working on it? What? Okay, yeah, we're gonna replace that sensor. Make sure that we don't have any wiring issue.
You did the lights, right?
What's that?
Did you do the lights, or was that somebody else?
No, it might have been somebody else. Yeah, he called me yesterday about the truck that
Okay.
he had.
And his little plugs, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's make sure this is on. Oh. This looks like someone tried to repair it. Yep. So, if you guys can see that, that is a wire that is exposed. And I think this one right here too, they're both cracked. Yep. And I might be able to. That is no good. No good, Mr. George. Okay, we're gonna replace that connector and that. Okay, we're gonna replace this connector, pigtail, this coolant temp sensor, and I think I'm gonna put a thermostat in it because he said he's having issues with that. I mean, they're super cheap, inexpensive, not very hard to put in, so we're gonna do that right now. I mean, sensor's at -40, which makes me think the circuit's fine because it's reading what it should be when it's unplugged. So we are going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and leave that off, take that off. And this should not take me long at all. Should not. Shouldn't. Last minute before I left, I was like, what if there's a wiring issue? I'm gonna bring some stuff just in case I have an issue with wiring. Man, sometimes I just need to pat myself on the back for thinking worst case scenarios. Well, that's where it just good or bad experiences come in handy. Kind of show you, because I've had that happen where I show up thinking I'm gonna just change a sensor, and then turns out it's a wiring issue. Ooh, that's a big thing too. I don't know if I have the right socket for that coolant temp sensor, but we can make it work. Okay, so that one. Let's do these first. take a picture of this, send it to. It's gonna be yellow right here. I actually don't. It's a little long. Okay. Yellow. Looks good. Doesn't look like there's any corrosion there. Yeah, that's nice. Got some corrosion there. Little exposed wires. Never good. Especially on coolant temp sensors. And he was telling me he had extended cranks, so I told him that could be definitely part of it, because your motor thinks the coolant temp's negative. So it's gonna start dumping fuel just to see if it can get it to start in such cold weather, and just nothing's adding up. Something's definitely, it knows something's wrong with one of these sensors. But when you have an exposed wire like that, you can have water that gets into it and then changes the readings like crazy. So then it thinks that the values are changing so much that it's not normal. That one, so we're gonna leave that there. Let's go ahead and seal this real quick. I didn't bring my torch. I usually have it at home, but I just need heat. As long as it seals, I'm happy. That one's sealed. I don't even need to blow on it. It's cold enough. It'll probably just... clip out. I don't even think I need to. This might just come out. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna. Yep. Okay. As long as I know that's gonna come out easy. Got that one in. Kind of a weird spot here. Okay, sensors in. I love this tape right here, 3M. I love this tape. It works so good. It's so sticky. I used to buy that stuff at like O'Reilly's, Harbor Freight, and that stuff does not like to stick at all. It's terrible. Go here. And let's tape this harness all the way back. A little extra protection. at that. Just like how it's supposed to be. Okay. Now we're gonna have to pop this off. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see that. The sensor was broken off on one end, so it wasn't even sitting right. Have this ready. It's gonna spill. It's gonna spill. Petcock is right here on that side, or whatever they call it, the bleed valve, my bad, petcock. Oh, there we go. This one, I don't see one. Hey, take care. Alrighty, let's get this thing back together. Actually, let's pop the radiator cap. And I'm gonna have to add some. Got some pre-diluted here. We're gonna go ahead and fire it up, get this thing going. Oh my gosh, that was wet. Okay, we're gonna clear these. Well, let's check and see. Wait for that thermostat to open up. It said 192. Okay, we're at 70 degrees, so let's wait for that to heat up to about 190. So it's starting to open up there. I'm gonna go ahead and cap this off here. Give it a second in case I have a couple degrees off on my scan tool, but yeah, see it just opened up. You see it drop down. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and cap this off. I'm gonna clean this a little bit. Get some of this. Clean as much as I can, really. So we're at 195. Just want to make sure it don't overheat now. Okay, so he was telling me that he was having issues with it not heating up in here. So we're gonna turn this on all the way. Turn the vents on. Oh, that's nice and warm. Making sure we don't have a plugged heater core. feels nice and good. It feels nice and warm. I don't know where I left my cell phone here. 197. I'll take a picture of this here. Feels nice and warm. I think that'll get you nice and toasty. Coolant temp sensor. Coolant temperature is staying at 197 right now. So go ahead and check DTCs real quick just to make sure. P0100 OIC. Go ahead and shut this on. I'm gonna call that a fix. Based on everything we saw, I mean, I don't really see why it wouldn't be. Wouldn't have any other issues, so. Perfect. Take this off. Yes, I understand I grabbed it. We're not gonna leave it like that. We're gonna put those things away. Make sure there's nothing else for me here. No, didn't leave anything. Okay. Just like doing CPR. Well, it looks like everything came out all right. We put the connector on. The coolant temp sensor, we replaced that because it was all broken and it wasn't making a good connection. And then I ended up replacing the thermostat regardless because they're not very expensive, and I'm right there messing with it. I'm opening up the system regardless, so you know, and it's all right there. So I'd rather have, you know, fix that now that I'm here. And I mean, it's not even that much. There's like no extra labor involved. You literally have 3 bolts, pop it off, put the new one in, so it's very easy. But yeah, it looks like everything looks good. I got up to temperature, everything nice heat out the vents. So he said before he would drive all the way to work and it wouldn't even warm up at all, and he, you know, it wasn't even blowing warm air out of the vents at all. So I think he'll notice a big difference because I got it up to operating temperature, which was about between 192 is when the thermostat opens up, so it's probably around 200 operating temperature. So, and I felt that coming out of the vents, like nice and warm. So it was really good. So that was a quick, clean, easy one, you know, right before Christmas. A good way to end right before the holidays. So, you know, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys next time.